G'day, Greg HEARN, financial physicist, down here at Bar Beach. It's Friday, coffee in hand. Surf is pumping out there. It's actually probably just about the first day this week it's been surfable, although there's been a few people out. And the wind's a bit lower today, which is always good, but too big for me, so I'm way too old for that stuff. In fact, I realised this morning I haven't actually been for a surf this winter, so I might have to get out there later on over the weekend. Anyway, I want to talk really quickly today about CPI and inflation and where we're at and what that's going to do for interest rates, our favourite topic, of course. You would have seen this week the CPI number came out at 3.8%, but the economists are saying, not the Reserve Bank, the economists are saying we're not worried about that because the underlying inflation went down. So apparently we have two inflation figures now. We've got CPI and that creates an annual inflation figure, which is the 3.8%. But they're measuring an underlying inflation, which is the core. Now, that says to me the Reserve Bank cooking the books a bit like the government did many years ago when we had the recession in the Rudd years, where they manipulated, and I'll give you a backstory in a minute, they manipulated the data to not record an official recession. It seems to me the Reserve Bank are now looking at measures that we can't see. We can only reflect. Now, okay, as individuals, we contribute, but we can't massively affect the outcome of inflation, clearly. So the good news is, if what the economists are now saying is it's more unlikely, even though my last blog said what we shouldn't be doing, it is more unlikely that we won't go an interest rate rise in August, which, by the way, it's now the 2nd of August, so they meet Monday and Tuesday next week, so there'll be an update later. But if the underlying inflation is not as hot as the CPI, then that's good. We'll have at least a static interest rate next month, so hopefully. Back to those Rudd year recession, which wasn't a recession. So my neighbour was part of the ABS at that stage, and he was part of that team that did the reporting. They manipulated the numbers, so that it was recorded a 0.01% increase in GDP rather than a negative number. So therefore there was no recession, officially no recession at the time. It was a technical recession, which is what we're in now. But this is government, this is how they do it, and economists, this is how it's all done. It's all smoke and mirrors. So, bottom line, CPI has not been quite as hot as apparently the RBA were thinking. Hopefully we don't get a rate rise. Anyway, that's it from me. Peace out. Bye.